Assalamu alaikum, how are you all? So in today's discussion, I will discuss about the political problem in Bangladesh and how the Bangladeshi government they can establish a very good government policy for the welfare of the people's development and the people's welfare in Bangladesh. So it's actually not possible to change the whole schedule without any kind of interruption, without any kind of changing the whole world. It is actually not possible. So we need time. We have to take time for a basic development of our strategy, of our willful settlement of the policy. Even what do you mean by the policy? Policy is a long way, whether you can get some authentic information, authentic observation over the matter, and this matter will be recreate the success, recreate the satisfaction. Even it is also related for the prolific satisfaction for the future time also. But I think that the Bangladeshi pro-political activities, it is not aligned the good democratic assumption in Bangladesh. We are saying we are the democratic country, but in the common perspective, in the common law, we are not the democratic country. So how is it possible for the Bangladeshi government to reintroduce everything? However, this is mentioned in the common perspective, however, this is mentioned in the common criteria, and how is it possible for the Bangladeshi government to change the whole thing radically? So I think that in that perspective, the political person or the political leaders, even the political parties, they have some strategies to change the whole way of the development. The first development rate is depend on your economic growth. Whenever your economic growth will be codified, everything will be codified. The second reason is for the corruption. Whenever you can reduce the corruption, then everything will be clear in that perspective. So corruption is a vital issue for stopping the development procedure, for stopping the whole enhancement procedure related to the economic growth. The third reason is that you are unstructured. Whenever you are unstructured in your nature, in your prolification, in your codification, in that perspective, nothing is possible in Bangladesh. So Bangladeshi political leaders, they would like to establish their own philosophy, own ideology, rather establishing the democratic conscience, prolific conscience, effective prolification for the welfare of the common people in Bangladesh. Even the common people has only one intention, they would like to vote they would like to vote the leaders, and the leaders will represent the person, represent the common people in front of the parliament. But right now we are emphasizing with different kinds of ideological issues in the parliament. The parliament is on kind of mocker land, whether the parliamentarian is saying different types of topic but not touching the essential topic, relevant topic. This topic is related to the national strategy, national policy, and national belonging. So how is it possible to establish a very good democratic conscience, prolific concern of political democracy in Bangladesh, whenever the court stakeholders of the parliament, they are not following these types of issues in the Bangladeshi satisfactions? So whether I am talking about the political issues, whether I'm talking about the political democracy, in that perspective, I have to also ensure the vote of the all types of people. Whenever the people can vote in favor of the persons, then I think every possibility will be ensured. Otherwise, we have no option in our hand to reschedule the political democracy in Bangladesh. So having lots of political, social, or the cultural backlogs in Bangladesh, the good thing is that Bangladesh is changing the democratic strategy. Bangladesh is changing the political strategy. Even you know that according to Article 11 of Bangladesh Constitution, it is mentioned that democracy will be a very good factor for the political democracy in Bangladesh. So rather establishing the political democracy, we would like to establish our individual strategy, whether we can achieve a huge amount of vote from the common people, because the common people is not the only on thing to establish the political democracy in Bangladesh. So in that perspective, we need the foreign help, foreign investment, and we need the foreign scholars who will gradually teach us how will be politically motivated, how will be socially motivated, how we will be individually so powerful in the conscience of the economic growth. So we have been facing the steps of political context since 1971. From 1971 to 2026, it was huge amount of number. So in that time, we have failed to make a basic development of our political context, democratic context related to our life related activities. For example, in the year 1990, Begum Jia was in power. So from 1990 to 1995, he was in power. After that, Sheikh Hasina was in power, and after that, BNP government again performed well. But my context is that was not possible to make a huge development with during this period, during this time. I think that the leaders are so busy to establish their own regime, own philosophy, own strategy, rather establishing the common mindset, common development, which is actually related, which is actually important and demographic for the political behavior in Bangladesh. So one of the philosophers once said that with a very short time you will not avail to change the whole democratic figure in Bangladesh, but you can change the effective strategy which is reshaping the political democracy in Bangladesh. So in the past time we have changed these types of issues, but right now we need to take a strategy for changing the whole behavior in Bangladesh. Otherwise, we will not establish a very good political environment, political figure, or the political assessment through benevolent fund, through a basic democracy, through a democracy which will reflect the people's voice, people's will, and the people's satisfaction in Bangladesh. So this is all about my political democracy context. I would like to talk about the different matter in my next video. Salam.